With this photograph, we're going to take a look at a small little project that will help us understand how to work with shadows even more effectively. And what we're going to do in this project is we're going to first add a bit of space to our document window because this is a pretty tight crop here. Then we'll take a look at how we can create a bit of a context, and then finally, we'll examine how we can work with multiple shadows. Well, let's start off by adding a bit of space to our canvas size. One really nice and easy way to do that is to first zoom out. You can do that by pressing Command or Control minus. Next, press the C key to grab your crop tool and then click and drag over your image. And you can then actually click and drag to extend this crop area out beyond the outer edge of your photograph or of your document window. If you double click inside of this area or press Enter or Return to apply the crop, what you'll see is that you extended your overall canvas size. All right, nice. That gave us a little bit of breathing room. Well, the next thing that we want to do is we want to create a selection. We want to get rid of that white background so that we can have the subject by herself. One way to do that would be to grab our Quick Select tool. Here, all we need to do is simply click and drag over the subject in order to start off by having this selection here. We want to make sure we have a good selection, so I'll zoom in a little bit, hold down the Option key to subtract from the selection if there are any areas I didn't get, or click and drag to add to some of these other areas. Subtract that little white background there, and just make sure I'm adding all of this to the selection over here. Make sure that's good over there. And I think for the most part, we're going in a good direction. All right, well, this will give us a really rough, good start here. Next thing we want to do is click on the Add Layer Mask icon. Now when we do that, it will give us a layer mask, and it will then remove that background color. Well, this mask isn't perfect, but again, it's a really nice starting point. The next thing I want to do is I want to fill that background up with white. An easy way to do that is to hold down Command or Control and then to click on the New Layer icon, which will then create a new layer underneath the currently targeted layer. Let's name this one BG. Next, press Shift-Delete to open up the Fill dialog. We want to fill this background with white, so we'll do that and click OK. And all right, now we have this new expanded canvas. And we also have the model by herself, so if we click in this layer, we can then use the Move tool and we can reposition her without affecting the way that the background looks. All right, well, this first stage is now complete. We're ready to build a little bit more of the context, and we'll do that in the next movie.